Hey guys, it's me, Chris Siri, and of course this is Obi. He's a little bit big. He's a big boy. He decided that he wanted to come up for some cuddles and for some fun, and I was going to do something new called Pick a Topic. I have here 24 little pink things, and I hope to have some friends come in, and hopefully, I can have live chat now, people. So you'll have to come in. We'll have fun. Okay, so let's see what number we pick for today. Wait, what is it? Wait, what is it? It is 10. It is 10. Let's see what we got for 10. You want to see what we got for 10, Oi? It's like, no, I want you to pet me, though. Okay, Oi, say hi. Say hi, Oi. Oh, they see your ears. Let me see. He wants to say hi too. This is Oi, everybody. This is Oi. Look, you see yourself in the camera. Yes, you do, boo-boo. Yes, you. This is Oi. Yeah, he's a lot smaller. That was big. All right, well, we're going to do 10, but I'm going to be right there for your pets, okay? We're going to do number 10. Let's see what number 10 is. Let's see if I want to do it. 10, 10, 10. 10 is, oh, where is 10? 10, 10, 10. The power of love, the ability to express love. Huh. It shouldn't what? It shouldn't, I don't know if I put scary or it shouldn't be hard or something like that. All right, well, I'm going to talk about that. The power of love, I guess one calls one. Sings it, the power of Celine Dion, but I don't think y'all want me singing Celine Dion. I don't think y'all want me singing, period. Some people might like it, though. I get that's when Mark anyone he loved it. He's also a choreographer. But we sing like show tunes for like Wicked Nights Out in the gay club, so, who knows. Anyways, extra porn gay, that's a whole nother subject another time. If I have to make a topic about that, I will. It has nothing to do with anything bad. It's just run that way. It's actually scientifically proven, like I just said. Anyways, no, Oi, don't go. Anyways, power of love. Oh, thank you, Oi. Oh, okay. Interesting. I think all of us, and I never really thought I mastered fear. I really thought I mastered fear. I mastered denial. Ooh. I think I'm not afraid of anything because I know when you fear something, it's kind of like if you, as an example, if you fear like, what do I not fear? Like taking a risk, taking a chance. It's like, well, you're not going to have it anyway, so, oh, his hair is really fluffy. So if you, go for it, at least you have a shot kind of thing. You know what I mean? And the process of living, what's the law of something? Larry knows you're going to get a yes or something like that. Anyways, it's pretty logical. Anyways, so I thought, I don't let anything fear me because, I'm not afraid of people when I should be. Probably save me a lot of the problems I've dealt with out here with people. I'm never afraid to speak my mind. I'm never afraid to be who I am. I mean, a little privacy is nice. I think everybody wants a little bit of privacy. I don't think everybody, wants. Besides the point. I've never been afraid to be who I am. I've never been afraid to speak my mind. I've never been afraid about a lot of things. And I really thought I wasn't afraid of love. And I don't think I am. I think what happened to me is what we call like losing the battle of ego. Because the battle of ego is all about yourself. You know what I mean? Pride, ego. Don't be rejected. Don't feel pain. And everybody's felt pain. Everybody in the world, is trying to get over their pain. And everyone's afraid of it. Or not being enough, or not, being accepted, we can say, I'm even me who's very independent and not in the structure of like, I'm just like in a financial sense or a hermit sense, I still want to be accepted, but it doesn't define who I am, and I don't need it to feel okay. I don't need money to feel okay. I don't need people to feel okay. I can feel good in myself. And I remember back in the day I used to identify myself with until a girl from school pointed it out. She said it to be nasty to me, but then she ended up being right. I used to say, especially out here in Phoenix, I used to say, "Hey, I'm Chris. I'm from around here." And then where are you from? I'm any place else but here. I think I'm from LA. No, it is a great state of Arizona, Mr. Juicy, and I'll talk to you about that. Okay, I love it. I do love it. It's just one of those things, and once you know about my experiences a bit more, you'll understand. But and we're gonna make it better. Anyways, so it was just the people in this particular area. Let's just call it that, because everybody who's been in this area will tell you that's the truth, and it is something else. Ooh, woo! There are some good people here too, but woo, boy, funny needle and a hand stuck right there. But it's in myself with hey, because let's face it, that was LA. Hey, I'm Chris. I'm from LA. So I met a character out there who's notorious for just being all these labels, and he wasn't any of them. Actually, who he was actually not a really great person at that point. He kind of gave up on life, and it happens to the best of us, I guess. But so identified himself as something really glorious, and truth was, he was anything but doing anything glorious. I'm not saying that he wasn't glorious, but he was doing things that were not necessarily good for him or good for anybody. And even him himself would say that too. He cannot see him as himself doing that, and he will make fun of everybody else for doing it, but he himself was all of that, and a bag of not non-chips or something like that too. And then I remember going, "Hey, I'm Chris. I'm up from around here. And where are you from?" I'm from I'm from LA. At least that would have the stereotypical image. I hope of looking better, or just identifying. I'm not like these some of these people here. And the one girl was like, "You're not even." She's like, "You're not even in LA." And I was like, "That's kind of rude." And I was kind of thinking, it's true. And I thought, well, then, I was going to school at the time, but I was thinking, like, who am I here? Like, who am I? Like, I was Chris the dancer, and I'm Chris from LA, or I was Chris from London, or I feel like I needed the something after my name. And I wasn't even aware of it to identify, to let you know. And where I'm going out with this, and it kind of was like, I guess I went off to the topic of love, the power of love, but this is a good one. I had to identify with something, even if it was true, and it was in a sense. I was not like the other people around here. I was actually a really decent person. That's what I was kind of going for. But why do I have to identify myself as anything? Why can't I just? And I was thinking in my head, why can't I just be me? With nothing, until literally nothing happened in my life, which we're not going to go into that right now. Not too long afterwards, actually, and I had nothing. I had no money. I had no family. I no car. I lost all my animals. I was. It gets really bad, and I'll just be straight out, people. It was a spiritual battle, and I saw a lot of things that some of them are not even let's just say not out of this world, but let's just say not normal. And other people saw it too, so I know it's not just me. It was a really. Still, when I hear myself even think of it, I think I'm crazy. But I know I'm not. But I lost everything, and it ended up turning out that there was some, we'll call it forces or people or something that were definitely making sure that I struggled a little bit. Let's put it like that. They ended up doing me a favor. But I wish upon myself again.
Can I see why it happened? Yeah. And everybody hated me. And gaslighting. um, I had nothing. And it didn't seem fair and didn't seem right. I mean, there's a lot more to the story than what I'm revealing. I remember back then when I was in the process of this kind of taking place, I remember thinking, I just want to be able to like meet somebody and just say, I'm Chris. And that be enough. Without having to feel like I have to identify. Because who cares what they think of me? I mean if they're not going to spend enough, it really, really, how can I be okay with who I am without identifying with the career that I had, or a past that I had, or a person that I have or had, or it was deeper than that. Was I, why couldn't I be enough for myself, and do I, how much value do I have what anybody else thinks of me anyways? Who cares if what they think? I mean, not like fuck, no, not like, screw you, I don't care what you think, but like, really, can I just be enough just for myself? And then if without it's not like not caring. It was it's a very humbling experience, especially when I went through, because when I did really have nothing, everybody sold everything. I mean, everybody stole everything. I was a pushover though. I really was. I'm still a nice person, but I've changed. I'm not a victim. Like I said in one of my things, I'm a thriving survivor, and I am. I don't have to talk about it, but it's I feel like it's maybe a better version of who I am. Because the old version, she was really sweet, but she was a little bit dumb, a little bit naive. And it wasn't that I was. I mean, yes, I was, but it was more from thinking everybody was just like me. Not everybody is just like you. And I had to entertain sides to people that I think most of us have. I just me, I had like very little amounts of it. And I would look at that. I mean, myself, if I even had like a little amount of it. I was a wild teenager adult, so I thought I was, because I was from a strict family, everybody's naughty, but there was a wicked side to certain people, and I just wasn't ready for it. The Jekyll and Hyde aspect of people, I just wasn't ready for it. It's important for me to tell you that I'm not like them. At one point, I just really, I got so humble. I was so judged and I was so hated by everybody. I mean, literally told anything. Like I was like, I'm going to start a show, and who wants to talk to you? Anyway, who would even listen to you? Who would even want to date you? Look at you. I mean, I went through a lot of things. I'm really careful about what I say because I don't want to hurt anybody out there that's close to me. Um, it was pretty bad. I know it alone, with nothing, alone is like. I remember just going, I cannot take this anymore. I literally cannot take this anymore. I thought I was my mind. Somehow I got through because That's what's having faith is. But I believe people, and I sort of believe those things. Or it's true that when you're down, some people just sense it and bring you more down. When I see people down, I want to bring them up. So it was very harsh truth I went through. But I did have some of a moral system. I will say this I did have very strict parents, but they were loving parents, and I have a lot to be grateful for. So I can only imagine if somebody has dealt with this their whole life. And I think I've always known there's a truth to that. That's why I was always very compassionate with people. I am still very compassionate with people that hurt me until it's like enough abuse now. You know what I mean? I mean, how much more can I take? Everybody's in pain. People hurt me just because they were hurt. Yeah, it might have been mean, it might have been malicious, it might have been their fear, it might have been a lot of things that I felt too. Me, I did more work, and I did do a lot of work. I mean, I was in the program, and I did a lot of courses, and I did a lot of things, and I taught, and I really did lose judgment of people. But I had to discover boundaries. I don't know, I guess I'm really off topic. I want you to know, who's ever watching this, that we know the saying, hurt people hurt people. And I really want to have a fun one this time. I thought we were going to have a lot of fun, but this one, I guess, wasn't a fun one this time. You've seen the videos. You know I have fun ones and I have quirky ones I like to laugh on. We're really in a trying time, people. And if you don't have faith, I don't know how you can feel good enough to get through it. I just don't understand. And faith is, to me, is it's a few things now. One of it is believing that as long as you're doing what's right, the best of your ability, progress, not perfection, people. You know what I mean? Then having faith, knowing that faith is giving it away to a higher power or something bigger than you that you believe. You really can't go wrong. It may not go right. And it didn't go right for me for a long time. I mean, and I could say I questioned faith. And it's all in the law of attraction, and it's all about staying positive. And there's what, sometimes positive is a choice, and it's a lot of freaking hard work. People look at you as a nice person and think, oh, pushover. No, it takes a lot of work. I went through the same problems as you did, maybe even more. And I know, for me personally, I did the work. I have done a lot of work. I know what it's like to feel like you just can't go on another day. I have been there. It's not the guts to do anything about it. It takes a lot of guts. I'll leave that at that. But and notice this sounds so cliche and it's so hippie. Don't get me started on the hippie people. We may not like wars, but I mean, it's the reason why I can even do this little video for you right now is because somebody went out there, whether it was the war was for a right reason or a wrong reason, to give me the freedom to not have to wear a veil or something, or if I get raped, my father and brother don't have to, are not by law allowed to kill me. So you know what, I'm pretty grateful. If you wake up a day in America, you have a lot to be grateful for, because some people are waking up to fucking dead bodies around them, and some of them are half their families, and that's a for real thing. You know, we got to get an attitude of gratitude real quick. I mean, I'll go more into depth with my stories, and it's not always that I have a roof over my head. Let's just put it like that. Sometimes I'll wake up and going, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. For real. Don't judge this book by this cover, or you will be definitely most fooled. But I'm here standing in front of you because I am ordinary. I am your normal, ordinary human being right before you. If you walk past me, I mean, y'all would probably think nothing. Like, oh, it's not like, oh, poor girl, or oh, you know, oh, you're, oh, hi, you know, it's, oh, you know. My story's not the best and it's not the worst. I could be jaded. A lot of people are jaded for a lot less. And it was my it was like it was a spiritual war. We're definitely in a spiritual battle, and you know, still people are still kind of trying to you know, I think, who cares? You know what? One person really can make a difference. I've done a few social experiments by now. It can really make a difference. You know, and I know it's like to have the world against me. And the only way I got through it. And I was angry and I was sad, and I definitely felt the emotions from things, and I was alone, no family. I had faith. Like they say, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. But I also had to know that other people are in pain. I don't care how much money they have. I don't care. If somebody's not treating you kindly, no matter where you are on the level of life, no matter where they are, I don't care. Who cares? They're in pain. They've been hurt. Some people might be a little bit just wicked, you know. So you just watch out for those, because some of them are just a little bit wicked. Okay. But most are just hurt. You have faith. Things will work out. What you manifest, it does kind of turn into reality a little bit, I would say. You know, certain things are out of our control. Bad things happen to good people. Why? So you can become a legend, like I told you. Just try it out. Try to look at people from a different perspective. So, you know, when they hurt you, don't think, oh, I'm going to hurt you back. Oh, yeah, about this love thing. It got pretty crazy in a relationship of mine. I'm not going to mention names or stories yet, but if you piss me off, I sure will. Oh, trust me, it's all over America. No, it's not. Yeah, well, don't. That's why they call me crazy. You know why? Why people don't want to mess with me right now? I'll tell you something. There's a method to my madness. It's because you don't want to mess with crazy, and I already said I was crazy. Because you don't know what I'm going to do next. You don't ever know what I'm going to do next in the name of revenge. Now, what I started to do revenge is actually moving on with your life and having a great life and forgetting them, which I do. But sometimes I'll have a fun side of revenge, and it's nothing bad. It's not malicious. It's not to hurt anybody back, but it's funny. Oh, and when if I tell the revenge, even the person who I did the revenge to, they gotta laugh because it is. I have a really wicked sense of humor, and you know what? I like that about myself. You know what? See, there's a kudos point for me. I got a lot of bad points. That's a kudos point for me. I can be a funny little. I'm trying to cuss anymore. A funny person. helped me out a lot to get through these times. But nevertheless, yeah, it got to the point, and and they made a comment to me. Well, I think they just 'cause it was like I'm with somebody else, which they've done before, but this time I don't know. It was kind of like, oh, okay. And they put me through enough, and their actions really weren't showing that as it led up to it, and I know they're in pain. They did some dumb things out of the name of pain and fear, and they really created a battle between us that really never even needed to be there. But you know what? They're in pain, and and I took a lot of compassion, and I was very unconditional about it, and to the point where I realized, now it's really hurting me, and I have to put an end to it. Um, but it took a lot in that time when especially if, for me, I'm talking about personal experience, when you come out of something. Like what I have with going for a lot of without, even though I'm in the power of manifesting right now, and I know I'm gonna get what I want, because I deserve it, and I'll do good things with it. That's why. It helps. And if you don't think somebody's watching you up there, oh, they are. A lot of them are. That's for sure. But it took a lot of well, the thing that pissed me off, it's a long story. I don't want to say too much. If I say too much, people are going to start knowing, and I don't want to go into all that. But I just remember at one point, at the end, loving them. Really, just, you know what? Even though it hurt, but not any, I mean, they're still on the attack with me, so it's kind of hard to maintain that like level, because they're not even being like a friend, they're not even being cool. I mean, this person must be in a lot. I mean, even and I've done a few tarot readings, okay, people. Even they're like, whoa, this energy is just way out crazy, and it is. It really has been something on very unique, we'll call it like that. I mean, I've never seen anything so almost heartless in my life. But everybody has a conscience. I guess in that one video, it's when you're ending something, especially if it's ending bad, you're not going to remember how they ended things. Remember how you ended things. And as soon as I just all that pain of and the strength of letting them know I was hurt, and letting them know I still cared about them. Because I feel like I was giving them a win. I really did. I felt like if I am to express this on a nice level, I lost, because you got to be better. I mean, I guess you think you're better than me or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of ways we can look at somebody else's pain. Because if you're really a happy, confident, well-adjusted person, and if you did meet somebody else, whether they did or not, is not the point. The point is how, what they said and how they went about it. So I got an answer from my cat's hair still. It doesn't matter the motive, almost. It matters just because any logical person would know that would hurt somebody. And that was the intention. And part of, I think when we all get like really scorched like that, it's like letting them know what's up. And I just didn't have the energy. But when I expressed it, in a release, in a positive release, that anger, that bitterness, that hate, that need to get back, that need to say, you messed with the wrong person, or that level system that people play games with, it was really, even though if he feels like he's more superior, I don't know how he could, but I know his thinking, he probably had this, you know what I mean? But then you have to really think about it, because I've had breakups before, you know what I mean? And from my own experiences, I never lived anything like that, because that would hurt me. That I love that person. I mean, that would really hurt me. And if you're lying, I mean, there's a lot of ways that you could look at it. You know, and you never really know what goes on in somebody's head. But I knew something in the back of my head. It's not for me to judge him and analyze, you know, what level is he at in pain and in love and in superiority or ego, or that's all that is. And then I'd be playing into the game. You know, they say unconditional love, and you know, and I work for these things. We all know these things. It's different knowing and then doing. Like, you can quit doing drugs, you can quit drinking alcohol, you can quit smoking cigarettes, you can quit, you know, being a bitch, but you know, it's another thing of maintaining that. You know what I mean? That's where the will work comes. Anybody can quit. Can you maintain it for a certain duration of time? That's the other thing. You know what I mean? We all know, like, oh, I know. Okay, but have you done? Are you doing? Is it how you, you know, implementing that in your life? That's another thing. Knowing something is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the physical art of doing it, maintenance, maintaining it for a duration. I guess I know I just said that. But I didn't want to give it to him. I didn't want to give him the win, I didn't think. And that was old part of me. And that old part of me started coming back up the more he kept doing it. And I think he was, not Little Bird told me that that's kind of like their motive, you know, is to see if they can hurt you. And I just thought, what the fuck is that? Excuse my language. You know what? Everybody has a conscience. I'm just going to tell him that I did care. Because the anger and the vengeful side of that, I felt it. And I know I did a video kind of like on this. It did come in me. Because I know what they did. Like, for a minute. And then I thought, how sad is it if you really want them to feel as bad as you? I mean, you're going to feel bad anyway, so just let them have the win. Let them have it. Have your respect. Because they're going to feel it. And even with that type of energy, it's quite questionable and I'm sure in the way they see themselves. And they're a very smart person, so you would assume they would know the difference, but I don't think they did. This video's gone way too long. But in that moment, where they got the last word and they got the last say and they got to throw the last, you know, salt on that wound, I just try to get rid of the anger, and I try to not throw salt on their bleeding soul, you know what I mean? Because anybody who's really happy, if they moved on in a relationship, is a good person, would feel so sad to let the other one go. How do I know? I remember the time when, not that I was in his position, but I remember letting someone go who I really cared for. It was just time. He loved me so much that he said, to my friend, I want to see her again. It's just too much for me. And I remember I did know of his wife that he got married to, and I told him it's time for him to do that before the conversation took place. And I remember not that long ago he had a baby. And that boy's gone through more pain than anybody I've known. He's one of the nicest people you ever meet. I was so happy for him, and I knew that like 10 years have passed, and I thought, I can call him and tell him how happy I am for him. But I remember what his wishes were to my best friend, and I would never do anything to affect his happiness. wanted to say was, I'm so happy because he lost his whole family by 16. Well, it's a long story. I just want to say I'm so happy for you guys. I can see that he was really happy. He's such a good person. I was drinking at the time, and he hit me there, and I knew that. But I didn't let him go to have the win. I let him go so he could. And he did. And I love him so much. It wasn't worth the risk. Even if he was happy, it wasn't worth the risk to dare want to affect his happiness. I was recovered by that point. I think I could be okay, but no. I've gone through some really difficult times in my life, but I am a good person. And I know I am. So that's how I know that this person who did that is gotta be in a lot of pain. So people, I don't know what you got from this. Just do the right thing. You'll sleep a lot better. I wasn't sleeping that well. I still feel okay. Good things are starting to happen for me. Why I went through it all, we don't know what it all is yet, but like I said, I'm having a lot of people gone through worse. But I'm still learning, so I'm, and I'm just another voice, you know what I mean? Some people are just more private about things. I'm an open book. That's why I do this. But I'm also an example of losing it all. Reinventing yourself. Going through the program. Going through addictions. Lost a family. I've gone through a few things. Very ordinary things. But they're the normal big things that we all go through. I like to think I'm getting through them okay. And then one day I hope you'll be watching me on my journey too. I get to have a little bit of a different story, or it will evolve into a bigger story. I believe that dreams that they do come true. I believe that it used to be called the chain effect, is because I really do believe that, even from the 1980s, how we slowly just kind of just stopped being disconnected from technology and all that. There's a lot of reasons, but it was one bad event happening to somebody, and that bad event they did to other people, and then it just kind of it's like the chain effect. That's what this first show is called. I might even take it back to the chain effect. It was the chain effect of that negative thing happened to that person, so that negative thing happened to those people, and then those people, it just kept multiplying, kind of like a disease, kind of like when cancer hits the cells in the body. By the way, the Detox Intuitive, great person, great site, awesome reader. She's a doll. She really stands up for women, and really great spirit. And I sometimes I feel like she's like my soul sister. We never met. I mean, we know of each other, I think, by now. Well, I definitely know her. She's definitely helped me a lot. So go check her out. Very positive and funny. She's pretty cool. Like I said, I feel like she's like my soul sister from another mother, a father, or I'll meet her one day. Andrea Cox. Or Andrea. She says a little slur, with like a little sass, and I just kind of like, bleh. But anyways, there are people that have been alone, and we're here for you. You're never alone. When I get this live chat open up, we can start all really talking about things. I like to talk about a lot of different issues. There's a lot of topics to talk about, and hopefully this can be a home for you too, where, we're going to deal with bullshit. Let's just get real, people. I mean, this is the time we need to start getting real, because let me tell you, some crazy get ready to happen soon, people. And trust me, you're gonna have to choose a team at some point, and you want to make sure you might want to make sure you're on the right team. Just feel me on this one, or we you know what, because it's gonna be the end of your life. Your kids' lives. Trust me, people. This is the time. I don't care if you're gay or straight. I don't care what color your skin is. I mean, y'all should really care about that shit either. I mean, this is time to come together. Women, we got to be nice to other women. We're gonna get through all this. But I'm telling you one thing from experience. I mean, if anybody should be one pissed off little bitch, I mean, I could be one of them. Because I actually feel alone. I could definitely be one of them. But that's not what's about me, because that's not going to get me where I want. I want to be treated as the way you want to be treated. I mean, you know what? It's not impossible. It is not impossible. Impossible has the word impossible in it. Like, we all didn't know that anyways. But this is the time to get out of yourself. This is the time to understand that we're all hurting. We're all in pain. We're all more alike than not alike, people. I'll leave you with this, Maya Angelou's quote, and that woman has changed my life, even in her death. Boy, is that woman just, her and Oprah Winfrey. And Oprah, I love you. I do. I feel like you're my like another sister too. Like, you're like my soul tribe family, and I grew up with you, and you're like my hero. I have a lot of female heroes. She's been an inspiration for me. That's maybe why I'm sitting here talking with you guys. That meant a lot to me. I remember her. I love that one with Maya and you in that interview. I'll have to tell you about that one day. That's a good one. I'll say that one for another time. But Maya Angelou, I'm not gonna say it right, so don't be calling me, people. I'm gonna do the best I can. One of Maya's quotes is, people may not remember what you say to them. And people may not always remember what you did for them or do for them. But people will never forget the way you made them feel. That's transformative. It's transcendent. It's transcendence. Think about it, people. If you apply that to how you treat people, it will change your life. And you'll never live the same way again. People will never forget the way you make them. Remember that next time. Because at the end of things, you're not going to remember what they did. You'll remember what you did. Life's too short to keep your pain going. That helps.